Now in this video, we're going to be doing something called a SWOT review, where we look at the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats facing Verge. Now it is important to note that although a SWOT review is a standard business practice, the review is still based around my experience and interpretation. So first up guys, what is Verge? What is it all about? Well, Verge is a cryptocurrency. So it is important to note straight up that a cryptocurrency should be differentiated from a utility token. So Verge is a cryptocurrency. Now Verge actually aims to improve upon Bitcoin's blockchain and aims to provide individuals and businesses with a fast, efficient, and decentralized method of transacting whilst maintaining privacy. Now Verge claims to have complete anonymity by obfuscating IP addresses and having ultra-fast transaction times using SPV technology whilst being decentralized and open source. Now SPV stands for Simplified Payment Verification and is actually on the Bitcoin network. So this is something that actually was implemented on the Bitcoin network years ago. So there is no company behind Verge. Verge is basically open source. So all the code is on GitHub that allows developers to review the code and to propose upgrades. All right, so that's a bit about Verge. Now what about the strengths? Well, Verge has deliverables in terms of wallets that are available for multiple platforms such as Apple, Android, Windows, Linux, Tor, and more. As you can see here, there are a number of vendors that are listed that accept the Verge cryptocurrency. So Verge has a really strong community of around 88,000 followers on Twitter and around 24,600 followers on Reddit. It's also an open source currency. So the code is here available on GitHub. You can see you can download the node. It's got a variety of different white papers in different languages. It's got some programming language in Python. So all the source code is there for people to go and check out whenever they want. Okay, so that's the strengths of Verge. Let's go and check out the weaknesses. So the white paper itself, in my opinion, contains some slightly misleading statements about Bitcoin being centralized through its use of third-party providers. That is quite misleading because the way Bitcoin works is any transactions, it doesn't matter whether it's on a light client or it's on a full node, it's still transmitted through the Bitcoin network, which is decentralized through its proof of work and hashing algorithms and the use of miners and nodes scattered all around the world. If a particular business decides to use Bitcoin in a centralized way by, say, storing the private keys to their wallet on a server or on a computer, that doesn't mean that the Bitcoin network itself is compromised. It purely means at that point of transactions that they are conducting for their own business, that is a central point of failure. That does not impact the Bitcoin network itself. Now the Verge wallet, which is called the Electrum wallet, sells itself or advertises that it has multi-signature support, and that in some way is unique to the platform. Well, multi-sig is not unique to Verge. It exists on many other cryptocurrencies out there. Now Verge claims to have 5 different hashing algorithms that it uses for its proof of work mining process. Now what they claim is that this is going to be provide people equal access to earning coins. Now I'm not a developer, but I do find it a little bit difficult to wrap my head around how the coin or the mining process could be equal when it's using 5 different sets of hashing algorithms, because each of those algorithms are different, which would, I assume, use different amounts of processing power to actually confirm those transactions. The white paper itself mentions implementing 2 BIPs. The first BIP is BIP 65 and the second BIP is BIP 37. Well, a BIP stands for a Bitcoin Improvement Proposal. So the first BIP they mention here is called BIP 65 or Check Lock Time Verifier, otherwise known as hash time locked contract. Well guys, this isn't unique. This was actually released on the Bitcoin blockchain back in 2014. Now the second BIP they talk about implementing is called BIP 37 or Bloom filtering. Now again, BIP stands for Bitcoin Improvement Proposal. We can actually see that this proposal was implemented onto the Bitcoin blockchain back in 2012. Now another weakness that I found was the white paper appears to just been drafted by one person, this Crypto Rect, which I assume is an anonymous person. Now there's also nothing there about this paper being peer reviewed by anyone else. Another thing I also see as a weakness is a huge marketing team. Now, I always get a little bit of red flags when I look at platforms that have huge marketing teams, because sometimes the marketing can be confused. It can be hype up a platform without there actually being true value and substance. Another weakness is the huge circulating and maximum supply of 14.4 and 16.5 billion tokens respectively. Now guys, let's put this into perspective. For Verge to reach $2 for just one token, it's going to have a market cap of $33 billion. That's over double that of Litecoin. Now the last weakness was I really couldn't find any specific token value appreciation model or tokenomics. So the price really seems to be wholly dictated by the market at the moment, and I think a lot of it is hype driven. The way I like to look at cryptocurrencies that I invest in is there's got to be some underlying value or some kind of model that's going to ensure some token appreciation over time outside of just pure market speculation or what you and I are willing to buy and sell for on the markets. The token's got to be used in a platform or something that ensures that over time, as that platform becomes more successful, that demand for that token will be driven up. All right, so that's the weaknesses out of the way. What about the opportunities? Well, Verge has the opportunity to outcompete or be the #1 privacy coin other than Monero, PivX, Dash, and Zcash. So basically, it has the opportunity to be the leading privacy cryptocurrency. That is an opportunity it has, but it does have some stiff competition. And that leads on to the threats. What are some of the threats facing Verge? Well, they could be outperformed by Monero, by PivX, by Dash, and Zcash, which are all very strong alternative privacy coins. So because there's no underlying token value appreciation model, the cryptocurrency could be subject to just pure market forces. Now, as we can see here, there's been an absolutely massive pump of this cryptocurrency and then followed by a huge dump. So a good example of a cryptocurrency being highly subjected just to market forces is this. Apparently this guy has a lot of Twitter followers. His Twitter was hacked. A tweet was sent out telling everyone to sell their Verge currency. Project falling apart, serious tweet. Now this was a result. The token itself has been absolutely dumped. The final threat, just in my opinion, based on the research I've done into Verge, is they could actually be overselling the value of the platform and the cryptocurrency. So that's pretty much it for Verge, guys.